Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to look at how I made some flower embellishments, flower cluster, and a quick label just for some junk journal embellishments. So let's go on ahead and get started. I purchased this die cut from Amazon, and I cut out some that were plain white, and then I cut out some that I used colored paper on. And let me show you what I did to form the flower. So first I colored the flower. So let me get some paper so I don't mess up my desk here. Even the one that I used colored paper for, I didn't like it when it was plain, so I used some distressed ink, and this one is Seedless Preserves. So here is what I did, and I added some color almost to the center of the flower petal, and I did this to both layers. So where's my other layer? It disappeared on me. There it is. Adding a little bit more color to the colored paper. I felt that it looks like it just gives the flower a little more dimension, I think. Okay, so the next thing I did was I took my paintbrush, and I used the paintbrush to just curve the petals back some. And I did that with both layers, the bigger layer and the smaller layer. And then to get more of a cup shape, I have this, it's kind of like a sponge, and I just took the edge of a fine paintbrush and just kept going in a circle in the center, and that gave it that cup figure. And then I took some glue to the center. I put the top layer on. And then I have these semi-pearls. And with some of them, as you could see here, I painted the center so that everything wasn't always a white color. Just get these put away. And then I glued the semi-pearl into the center. And that was essentially it. And then you just let it dry. The ones that were a white color, I used any distressed ink that I thought would make it look pretty. This one was Fired Brick, and this one is spiced marmalade. So let's see what that looks like on this one here. Get out some of that purple. Don't want to mix my colors. Okay. And again, I went about almost midway. And I did the same thing with the smaller petal. Try to make sure it's on the right side. The right side is up. The side where you can really see the die cut, that's the wrong side. And I'm going to take my paintbrush again and just curl these back a little bit. Same thing with the smaller one. Just going to curl it back a little bit. Try not to tear the paper. Get my sponge. Round out the center a little bit to try to get that cup shape. Get a little semi-pearl. I have a little tape stuck here. I don't want to pop it open and everything goes flying. And we'll get this out of the way. And we'll glue this down together. And we'll get the semi-pearl in the center. And then we have another one. Okay, now for the label and for the cluster, I did the following. I purchased this stamp from Amazon, and what I like about it is that it's one stamp with a lot of things. You see ledgers in here, almost like a heading for stationery. It's got a lot of things going on in one stamp, and that's what I really like about it. So what I'm going to do next is I want to put out a sheet of paper or something so that I don't mess up the my desk. So what I did was to get these, I used this stamp. kind of stamp that there's no block that you attach it to. And I just want to get that down nicely. And there you have it. So the next thing I did was I took some distress ink, and I just covered the entire stamped area. Some places I went a little bit heavier than others. Other places I went lighter. And I just want to very quickly clean my stamp off before I move on any further. Just the wet piece of tissue. And I'm going to set that aside. The next thing I did was I cut everything down, and then I cut this into various sizes. Some big pieces, some smaller pieces, and that's how I got the different things that look like a label. So once I got things cut down to different sizes that I liked, I used a darker distressed ink. I used the walnut stain to go around the edges. And then I already had my words cut out and ready to go. And I just glued them on, and that's how I was able to make some quick labels. Now the clusters, what I used was a cutout of some burlap. And I used, let's see, I just had it in my hand. I used one of the rectangular shapes that I made from the larger stamp. And then again, I used a darker color along the edge. And then I hot glued these two pieces together. So let me get my hot glue gun. And before that dries. And I stuck that down. And then I took one of my flowers. How about we do this one instead? Since I already have a purple one. I took one of my flowers and added some of the Bear glue. Stuck it to the paper. And that was essentially it. So I hope you enjoyed this. Hope it was helpful to you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.